Hello and welcome to LT Plays State of Mind. This is part 3 on my ongoing series following me playing through the newly released game State of Mind. Hope everyone's doing well today. I know I sure am. That said, I'm excited to get down to it. Berlin Central, Monday, January 13th, 2488, West Plaza. So this is in Berlin. This is in Germany. Everything's kind of run down. This is not what we see on Mars. That being said, I found out how to sprint. Didn't teach us in the game, but I was looking under the controls and I found it. We just finished up chapter 1 on our last Let's Play. I like the LED light effect. With the lights there makes me want to... Like, I've seen that in real life, and it looks cheesy in real life, but it looks nice in here. Again, this is a perfect example of what I talked about in my first impressions, where it's a semi-realistic background, but then I am a polygon structure. I don't know. So, my objective is to go to work. Figure out how to sprint. Makes things quite a bit nicer. Still wish I could turn quickly, but whatever. Ooh, what is going down over here?
Come here, man. I got everything you need.
Not now, thanks.
Ooh, a dealer. I'm assuming he deals in drugs. He's like, but he wants you to think he deals in happiness. And then you can click the left. There's like left on the D-pad to switch characters, but we can't switch characters yet because whatever that is, I haven't gotten to it.
Hey, man, hold up. Yo, passwords, wizards, dark cloud logins. Chase here can get you everything you need.
I'm not interested in your crap.
So hackers, dealers, everybody's all over the streets. This vehicle is the property of Cab Car Incorporated. Use at your own risk. Cab Car Inc. takes no responsibility for damage to person or property. Wow, shows a lot of confidence in the product. Bar 96A.
Mars, our future. By being a Martian colonist
My
on
future is
Red
waiting
1,
for you.
you are helping create a new world. Start afresh. Decide the future. Be a pioneer. Interested? Marset Inc. is taking applications now. Valid nanoscan required.
Homeless person. Identified person, Felix Anders. Geolocation missing, unemployed.
Bots took your job. Where did you work?
In a bot factory.
What? The bots are assembling themselves now?
A bit more complex than that. But I needed something catchy for the sign.
Sorry, I only have this bar here. My assembler's acting up.
Oh, thanks, sir. You're a saint.
He's not gonna last much longer. Bots take your job. Yeah, what was your job? Bot assembly? Like, it's terrible.
Mars,
There's a certain
our
irony in it.
future. By being a Martian colonist on Red 1.
You run so strange.
Wait, don't I know you?
No, probably not.
Help our authorities fight illness and disease.
Help our authorities
Illegal
fight
print
crime
item.
more
This item does not fall in accordance
Help
with the
our
registration and safety
authorities
guidelines of the
improve
United
the
States of the
lives
West.
of future
Owning and
generations.
distributing this item is
A
prohibited.
nanoscan
Registration
takes
of this
no
item is
more than
required by
2
law.
minutes.
Read that. Break
Breakpoint.
Fight with us. Out of the Kurtz robotic base 5 series. So I took that it's the memory module. And flyer breakpoint. Break the machine up. Breakpoint. Fight with us. Catchy. Okay, time to go over to the kiosk
Help
and then
our
I work at the
authorities
voice.
fight illness and disease.
Randy.
Big pack?
Mm-hmm.
Ha! At least someone's keeping this business alive.
Didn't you leave for Mars? Make a new start and all that?
Yeah, Nolan, I got myself scanned. I guess that's stupid to you.
I do have my principles.
And I do have quite a mortgage.
Identified person, Randy Schulzheimer, Sector 57, Berlin, small business owner. Is that a dog? That's a dog in the background. Or it's a fox. Fox's sake. Fox filter. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean, but it sounds hilarious. Okay, so exploring this location. Looks like later on there will be something down there.
Sir, do you have children? Help our authorities improve the lives of future generations.
I don't have time.
Sir, you should consider
Newsflash
taking the
from
time.
The Voice, your trusted news source for Berlin and the Western world. In Berlin, there's been yet another bombing attack on Kurtz Robotics. The authorities believe the terrorist anti-technology group Breakpoint is behind the attack. This has been the second attack of its kind.
So Breakpoint is the terrorist organization, or they believe it's the terrorist organization.
Welcome,
This is
Mr.
me going to work.
Nolan. You're expected on floor 247.
Voice main entrance. This building is under surveillance. Please comply with the instruction of our service and safety personnel. So the United States of the West versus the Eastern nations. That's what it would seem. Berlin Central, Monday, January 13th, 2048. The Voice. Saku, Tokyo, spelled really interestingly. The Voice. There's Troy. I'm looking for my buddy Steve, I think. Tokyo, Moscow. They're all interestingly said. Berlin, London, and New York.
Good morning.
Morning.
Richard, I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Who is he?
That is Mr. Davis, sir.
Davis? Never heard of him. Is he new?
Mr. Lloyd will introduce you. He is expecting you.
God, what's the emergency? I'll go talk to Steve first.
Richard, come on. Let's take a look at you.
Schmidt Carey, Sector 3, Berlin, News Analyst.
Carrie, could you give us a minute?
Of course.
What's going on?
There was
Hold
an
on a
award in
second.
my room. I'd won, like, best journalist for something. Steve Collins, Sector 7, Berlin, News Editor.
Hey, you look good. You should go to hospital more often. But rest up for a little while longer, okay?
I have to work, Steve.
Ah, nonsense. We got Troy now. Take a break. Think of your health.
Troy's a robot, guaranteed.
What is Troy doing here? Why did Frank employ him?
Well, you should probably ask him that yourself. Support for the team, that's all he told us.
I see. Listen, Steve, I've got to talk to you. It's about Tracy.
You're not splitting up, are you?
What makes you think that?
Well, nothing. Just
Just a what? What makes you think that, Steve? Did Tracy tell you something?
Dun, dun,
well,
dun.
Jennifer mentioned something along those lines. That you're fighting.
And why didn't you say anything?
People fight, it happens. It doesn't have to mean you're gonna split up.
Look, Tracy's gone.
What do you mean, gone?
She said she wanted to take James to her parents and come back Sunday. That was yesterday.
Have you been looking for her?
I've called everywhere. She's not at her parents', she's not at the hospital.
Well, she'll be back soon, I'm sure.
I think she's with another man, Steve. She bought a bot. One of those base 5 things.
Base 5? What'd you buy that for?
To annoy me, probably.
Use surveillance on him. Or she was replaced by the bot. Dun dun dun. Institute, Fallout 4.
The bot has a memory chip.
So?
I want to check its log. The bot recorded who entered my apartment. She's leaving? Fine. But James is staying with me.
I get it. Now, as far as I know, those chips are encrypted.
And that's where you come in.
Just show it to me. Okay, that's a level 2 encryption. I can manage that. It'll take some time, though. At least an hour.
I have to talk to Frank anyway.
Hey, don't worry about them too much. There'll be an explanation.
No, I don't think there will be. Right?
Didn't you have to get to Frank?
Richard? I'm ready. Richard? I'm ready.
Does he just say that on repeat till I show up? It's hysterical.
There's Richard.
Hey, all good?
Hey.
Oh, so I went back and so before it says anything important, I went back and I looked at the first cinematic, and in the very first cinematic, it shows Richard sitting next to Tracy talking about James, the intelligent boy. There's a voice from a doctor that says, he's a gifted child. That doctor, if you look at his face, is the same doctor that we see in Adam Newman Wake Up To. So I thought it was interesting. I don't know if it'll be related.
Newsflash from The Voice, your trusted news source for Berlin and the Western world. In Berlin, there's been yet another bombing attack on Kurtz Robotics. The authorities believe the terrorist...
I've had enough of that printed junk. Damned embargo.
Carrie Schmidt, news analyst. Property of The Voice. Take it. Bring my cough some my cough some bossy. My boss some coffee. Buffet. Japanese delicacies. Due to the trade embargo with the Eastern Union, some meals can only be prepared via food assembler. With the Eastern Union. So it's the United States of the West and the Eastern Union. Property of The Voice and Kurtz Nutrition Labs. Please drink no more than 4 caffeinated beverages a day. Keep an eye on your blood pressure. Contaminant-free water cannot be guaranteed. Please tell me you use the cup. Coffee cup full. Property of The Voice.
Not now, thanks.
Alright, well, Carrie, then you don't get no coffee. Got it, Honk? Anything over here I should be looking at?
Hey, Richard. Long time no see.
Because I wasn't here.
Property of The Voice, authorization granted. Other users, Frank Lloyd and Troy Davis. So that's Troy's desk.
And if the East bombs the Vatican, so long as the message stays yellow, it's your problem. Okay? Copy.
And if the East bombs the Vatican, it's the world they're in right now.
4 caffeinated drinks a day. Keep an eye on your blood pressure.
Here's Troy.
Mr. Nolan.
Yes?
Good morning. I wanted to introduce myself.
What just happened? I wanted to introduce myself.
But... Okay, fine.
I feel like there was some dialogue there that we just didn't get. That's really weird. Well, that's another glitch. But the game just came out, so I guess it's gonna have glitches, but like... I don't know, I don't want there to be glitches. Seems to be no limit on how long I can run.
Richard, come in. Man, what have you gotten yourself into?
Yeah, no idea. Just an accident.
You can't remember anything?
Not the accident, no.
What did the doctor say?
They said I'll get over it.
That's good to hear.
You'll have to tolerate me a little longer yet.
Sure. Richard, listen. You don't have to rush back into it. Think of your health. You have a family.
That's ironic. Because he doesn't have a family anymore.
You're talking as if I were on death's door, Frank. I'm fine.
You should take a step back. Really. Don't worry about work. We'll be fine.
You'll be fine? What do you mean? Is there something I should know?
Wait a second.
Mr. Lloyd, I have time now.
A little later, Troy. I'm talking with an old friend. Apologies. Let me close the door. Okay. Now we won't be interrupted.
What's going on, Frank?
Listen, Richard. I've been wanting to talk to you for a while about this. We've been given new directives from the management. Yes. They concern the work you're doing.
Am I fired? You can't be serious, Frank.
No, not fired. We are just restructuring a little. We would like to have you on board as a freelance writer. You'll get a framework contract for 1 year, and then after that, we'll see.
You're kicking me out. I can't believe it.
Look, you've done a lot for the Voice, and we really want to hold on to you.
Oh, come on.
But your column, there's been criticism.
Because it's anti-bots.
So what? I'm a journalist, Frank, not a stenographer.
You were a journalist, and a damn good one.
And what am I now?
You've turned into a man with an agenda.
But someone has to write about these things. Mankind's abolishing itself, Frank. And what, we can't write about that now? I'm not a terrorist.
Richard, it's out of my control. The decision's been made.
I understand. Can I at least keep my desk in the newsroom?
Richard, we've known each other for a long time, but you have to understand.
Fine. Got it.
But you are always welcome here. You can keep using the cloud services.
Okay.
And if you need anything...
I'll come to you.
Hey, we're professionals, right? You know as well as I do that things can go this way.
Sure, Frank. You probably have stuff to do.
It's a good way to take being like a... I'm gonna beat Frank up. Is that an option? That was a joke. Really likes whatever these are, just crystal balls. Sector 7, Berlin, Editor-in-Chief.
Ah, no thanks, Richard. It's not good for my heart.
I know. That's why I want you to have it. A globe. Might be able to get some hints. Is this globe unique in any way? Oh, still shows things as they are. IRL. I do have Troy I can talk with. I think it already messed up that dialogue.
Hello, Mr. Nolan.
Hi.
Okay. I guess I'll go back and talk to Steve again.
News from New York. Martian colony Red 1 has begun testing its autonomous energy supply. A representative of the settler group Marset spoke at a press conference yesterday to make the announcement.
Oh, what was that?
The colony is expected to be autonomous within a few days.
Fawn whispers.
Thanks.
Well, you were my third choice.
Wow. What's made you so peeved? Hey, what's up? Something happened? Did Frank put you on some crappy job?
No.
What then? What happened?
I'm fired.
What?
Thrown out, yeah.
Why?
You'll have to ask Frank. Some nonsense. A directive from the management. I'm out, but with a short-term freelance contract.
That's unbelievable. You should get a lawyer.
Ah, come on.
Now they're both
so
being
you have to
told
clear your
contact
desk
lawyers.
now?
Your new colleague Troy will be sitting there tomorrow. Frank is still letting me run around here a bit, though. I can still use the network. Generous, right? How's the memory chip coming along?
Oh, yeah. It's done.
So that was
And? What's on it? Show me.
Okay, fine.
This game is so weird. I'm the man Tracy met in the apartment. I'm walking through the house. Is that what I'm doing? Nope. Okay, so this is what I have. So I need to... Looking for reflective surfaces, maybe?
No. It has to be one of the other rooms.
Yo, I am so tripped out. What am I supposed to be doing here? Oh my gosh, dude. This game is like an acid drip on acid. Find the man in the apartment. So if I walk forward, I see closer, but I don't get anything. I click A to switch tiles. Okay, now it worked that time. Okay, that's all.
Okay, that looks better. Wrong room. Almost got it.
Yo, I am so lost.
That's not it. That can't be right.
I don't know if the game is just glitchy or what. I think he's right there. No.
Damn. No.
So I keep restarting it, but like I'm not seeing anything.
That's not it.
Yo, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
It has to be one of the other rooms. No. No. It has to... That's not it.
I am so lost, and I am stuck here till I find what I'm looking for. Yo, it feels like I'm like trying to swim through a water painting. This game is horrendous. I'm sure somebody else, I'm sure, you guys let me know in the comments, but I'm sure somebody has found it.
Wrong room.
I'm gonna reload this section, maybe? I feel like it's all glitched out.
That can't be right.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now this makes a little more sense. Okay, so I'm building the room around me and just never edged the
Almost got it. Damn. That's not it. Okay, that looks better.
There he is, but this isn't the right. I have 2 more pieces.
Damn. There he is. You see him? What is that idiot doing in my apartment?
It looks like he's helping Tracy pack her things.
He's speaking to my boy.
Okay, so you had to keep aiming to the side and making things reappear, which is weird. I'm not gonna get into it.
I'll kill him, Steve. I swear to you, I'll end his life.
Meanwhile, he's
Who is he?
Richard, you don't even know what Tracy has to do with him. He could just be helping her move.
Helping her move? It's obvious what's going on. Tracy ran off with this... And James. She took James, too. I have to know who that is. I have to get my boy back. You gotta help me, Steve.
What? Identify him? Sure, I can try.
Do a facial comparison. Send it through the database.
Okay.
Gee, Christmas is crazy. This is crazy time.
Nothing.
Nothing at all? He must have left some trace in the cloud.
Maybe he's a hacker.
What about his movements?
I can't check that.
Maybe we can. I don't really like it, but... Move scan. We'll check his movement profile and find out who he is.
A move
Richard, MoveScan is a police database.
We'll find him that way.
Didn't you write a huge article about that?
I know, Steve, but this is about my boy. We just need access.
That's illegal. And anyway, how are you gonna get clearance?
I'll take care of that. There's sources out there.
Oh no.
Okay, Steve. Thanks for now. I have to go. I'll call you.
Okay, time to leave. That was the big thing for this guy for the beginning of chapter 2. And now it is going to take me into the life of Adam Newman, almost guaranteed. Berlin Central, Monday, January 13th, 2048, West Plaza. Is it really going to make me run all the way back home? That's a new thing that I can interact with now that I couldn't interact with earlier. Nanoscan cell.
And disease.
Help our authorities
Cell is the
fight
property
crime more
of the government.
effectively.
Please follow
Help
all
our
instructions given
authorities
by the
improve
police.
the lives of
Damage
future
caused to the cell is
generations.
punishable by law.
A nanoscan takes no more than 2 minutes.
A dealer. Geolocation missing, unemployed. Jerry Schreier.
Boys are in the back if you need anything.
No, I don't need anything. There was a hacker over here earlier, but he's gone now. He was right there. That's all they're good for. As soon as you need them, they disappear. Back to the loft. Dun 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 da ba da dum bum bum. So now we have a starting point, right? We have.
Already back, sir?
What does it look like?
Have you had a successful day so far?
Jiminy. Alright, Simon. I can't talk to you. My food assembler still broken.
The following ingredients are missing to assemble this product. Honey, wheat, palm oil.
A shard chess. The world map. Simon's gonna just follow me around. The piano. His books. Says they need to be upgraded. Cloud hub. Award. The hollow pin board. Let's use this. So where'd James go? Man in the apartment. Seems like I have to, like I need move scan to find out the man's identity. A police database for movement profiles. Well, when everybody in this world walks so weird, I get that. An instrument of technocratic surveillance. Steve is running the images from Simon's module through the move scan database for me. Excuse me. So I'm guessing I just go to sleep. Because I don't know what else my character would do. Nope, sleep is not an option. That sound effect happens every time I look out this window. Still alone. Every time I look out this window, I freak out about it. Ah, Simon, I ran into you. What are you gonna do? So what am I supposed to be doing exactly? Okay, well, Jacob, think about the differences. What was different when you came out? There was somebody standing outside. They said the dealers were in the back. There was no hacker. Okay, so I guess my power is that what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to go back to that room, that area, and I'm going to have to run back to the back area. I mean, that's what I'm assuming, because I don't know what else to do. So, you guys all wish me hope here. We're all playing detective, which is interesting. I don't know, playing detective is an interesting concept. The dealer's in the back. Alright, now we run back here. Yep, this is where we were supposed to go.
No way. Long time no see, man.
They all act like they've seen
You need something? I knew it.
Where's the guy that was just here? Your friend?
Jace?
Hey, not now, dude. Jace is talking to Dr. Roboarm.
Roboarm?
About an hour ago. Are you totally sure?
It's just a robot.
Understood.
He's a little busy right now, man, but I'm also open for business.
You said you have illegal passwords. I need one for MoveScan for some research.
MoveScan? We got you. That's 800. All encrypted, of course.
Oh, what do you know? Here he comes again. I'll call you back later.
How many times does he come up to these people?
Okay. Anything else?
Nursing a ride home was like 5 credits.
I was just talking about you.
Really? With whom?
Maybe you want to tell me your name?
What for?
I like to know who I'm doing business with.
Okay, fine. Richard.
Mm-hmm. Just Richard?
Nolan. Richard Nolan. I'm a journalist.
Sure, Richard Nolan.
Exactly. You got a problem with that?
No. But you do. Get him.
Hey, wait a minute. Relax. I just wanna...
Listen to me, cop. Next time you want to pretend to buy, pick another fake name.
I'm not a cop.
Richard Nolan is dead.
What? Says who?
Says Jay. He sends his regards and wishes you a pleasant stay in hospital. Deal with it.
Okay. So maybe I died and my person was replaced by a robot. By a robot. And Adam Newman. Sleeping on a bed of concrete. Oh, this is the first time we've seen Adam Newman that I can remember in a realistic area. And this looks like it's the car crash. Here's the cab. This vehicle is the property of Cab Car Inc. Use at your own risk. Cab Car Inc. takes no responsibility for damage to person or property. Use. Assuming this triggers a memory. In a memory. And it disappears in a swirl of the darkness. Got hit by one of those scanner machines. Try to catch the music box. Now to move around. A to grab.
Stay there. Damn.
Gotcha. Do you remember the name? Charlie. Who's Charlie?
Charlie.
Alright, well that was interesting. The plot thickens, ladies and gentlemen. The plot thickens. Adam Newman's apartment.
What? What a night.
Sigmund would be proud. Adam woke up from his dream. Sigmund Freud? Why would he be proud? Relax, there's no need to hurry. So it's also peaceful here. I don't get loud, jarring noises. It also looks like it's early in the morning.
There is one question in this world, John, that you should be asking yourself every day. Are you truly happy? Happiness comes from your brain.
For John Private.
I could tell you a lot about your happy brain, about dendrites and synapses, but that would be quite boring.
What is that?
So instead,
Data fragment. Possibly dangerous. Please contact a member of City 5 Security.
like a cherry. That's how it all began.
So she was working on her piece of work, so that's just the Cloud Hub. Alright. That looks like Tracy, which would be
I'm losing
the
my
other
mind.
guys.
I'm actually losing my mind. Or is this some kind of stupid test?
Is that the whole thing with Adam? Berlin Central. Yep, Monday, January 13th, 2048, West Plaza. Nobody saw that. Nobody noticed. Nobody cared. Steve Collins.
Steve?
Wow, Richard. You don't look good.
It's fine. Just ran into a bit of trouble.
With the dealer downstairs, you mean? What are you doing? Come up here.
Alright, well. Looks like this was probably the second time I died. I like how Steve already knew that it was with the dealer downstairs.
Help our authorities fight illness and disease.
Help our authorities fight crime.
Sorry, not to sound like the Onion Knight, but I'm very suspicious here. Very suspicious indeed. So it seems like Adam.
Man, Richard, look at you. You're a walking corpse. Did you at least get what you wanted?
Yep. Here. Don't look at me like that. It's just a password. Will you help me?
They left it on him?
But I can tell you right now that it's not going to be quick. I can't do that all online. I have to get a copy of the database first.
How long will that take?
A day at least.
Okay. I have some other stuff to do anyway. You know, concerning those dealers.
Are you gonna report them? You know, I'd be careful if I were you.
You know what one of those guys told me? That I'm dead.
What? I mean, that's a joke, surely. Or a threat.
Didn't sound like it. Some guy called Jay is telling everybody, apparently.
Richard, they're junkies. They're high. They hang out all day in Neverland, or wherever it is they go these days.
Jay, or maybe J-A-Y? Do you know who they meant by that? Maybe a hacker. Something was with his arm.
Huh. A hacker. Jay, something with his arm. Augmented, maybe.
Yeah, metal.
That rings a bell. Wasn't there an Arco? Hold on. I'll send you some material from the archives. Maybe you'll find him there.
Okay.
Augmented scientist.
Jay Kozowski, wanted terrorist in hiding.
In hiding? Okay, but where?
New York, TVN. Officials suspect terrorist connections. Kurtz, augmentation scientist goes into hiding. Augmentation scientist of Kurtz Labs, Jay Kozowski, eluded police summoning and subsequent questioning by fleeing to an unknown location. K. Was suspected to have connection to terrorist organizations such as Breakpoint. There's also a suspect connected to industrial espionage regarding documents and facility layouts. The initial digital manhunt remains inconclusive. Unknown assailants assault police station. A group of unknown individuals has assaulted a police station in the remote distant District 99 last night, stealing government-issued database technology of the RoboDat series. The attackers breached the doors of the police station, guarded by only 2 police bots with a rocket launcher. They fled the scene before any more units arrived. A spokesman said that the culprits were most likely anarchists or hardware hackers. Nope, didn't want to do that. Augmentation produces subhumans. Ooh, subhumans. Sociologists warns of the dangers of enhancement technologies. Washington TVN. Sociologist Jonathan Miller criticized augmentation technology in an interview. We observed that employers require or even demand augmentation if you apply for a job. Healthy human arms aren't enough anymore. As a society, we should be aware that we are in the progress of creating humans of different quality. Advertisement promises superhumans, but if you cannot afford augmentations, you are virtually demoted to subhuman level. This is the same thing that was happening in Deus Ex, Human Revolution. I thought it was really good. Stop doing that. It's my fault. Like I'm yelling.
Jack McHale, augmented arms, hacker.
Hacking ring exposed. Berlin TVN. Berlin police succeeded in landing another heavy blow against cybercrime. During a raid in Sector 31, 16 members of a hacker group, CPK, were arrested. CPK founder Jack McHale could not be apprehended. Due to his unusual augmentations, the hacker had recently made a name for himself as the cyborg in the cyborg fashion scene. Hackers on the rise. Number of digital assaults increased again. Berlin TVN. The number of attacks from hackers and data anarchists on governmental and private networks increased yet again. This was stated in the final report of the year 2047. According to the report, the total number of registered incidents has doubled compared to the year before. Cybercriminals hack the cloud. January 13th, 2048. London TVN. As recently as today, we have learned that cybercriminals hacked the telecommunications service, the cloud, during the last month. A spokesperson of the service commented that intruders could create and distribute false IDs on a larger scale. The search for the culprits, allegedly from an anarchist milieu, is now of the highest priority.
Jeff Kozowski, augmented arm.
Are you interested in augmentation? We will gladly provide advice. Augmented body parts are more efficient, durable, and aesthetic. Our colleague Jeff Kozowski will amputate one of his biological arms and replace it with an augmentation he developed himself. He will be a better human. Basics.
More bots. Wonderful.
appendages of previous models are compatible. New York TVN, the shipping of a new series of androids is about to start in North America. Owners of previous models can continue to use spare parts like arms or legs, just like ordinary augmentations, for their new bots. In wake of the release, officials have set up collecting points where old bots can be disintegrated or disposed. Police bots with new arm augmentation. New hard points for automatic weapon. Berlin TVN. The robotic police forces of the United States will be outfitted with a new arm augmentation. Officials of the Security Council agreed on this new technology's deployment. The most important new function will be a hard point for an automatic weapon. Total capacity of 950 rounds of ammunition. According to the Council, this new equipment is necessary to counter the increasing number of anarchist criminals who are increasingly violent and heavily armed. Well, they did just blow down a door with a rocket launcher. The CPK...
Jack McHale.
CPK...
Okay, so much for Jack.
The CPK declares, we hereby declare that both of our founders, Andy West and Jack McHale, were killed on June 22nd, 2046 during a drone attack carried out by the terrorist state. Fight against the technocratic system continues. Join us. And that was Jack McHale. Was that either of these? Jack McHale, yeah.
Terrorists connected to the Doomsday Club.
The Breakpoint hackers, probably.
More cabin car accidents. Manufacturer terrorists hacked these vehicles. More cabin car accidents. After 3 cabin car accidents, the manufacturer denied any responsibility. Accidents are tragic, but almost all could be classified as human errors, like reverting to manual control. Open cases are allegedly the responsibility of Doomsday-affiliated terrorists who hack the vehicles to discredit the utilized technology. After 3 cabin car actions... I was reading it off the red box, and then it's the same thing here. So we have him as a possibility, and we have...
This is something.
Jeff Kosowski. They said metal arm. Was suspected to have connection to terrorist... Industrial...
That can't be right. Have a look at that.
Yeah, obviously this is good. That's why I put it there.
No. Okay, that looks better.
Welcome to the voice.
Huh. I'm waiting for him to say more stuff so that I can try and figure out what it is that I need. And where he might hide. Okay. None of these even talked about. Oh. Okay. To fight during a drone attack carried out by the terrorist state. It's the only thing that I see. That had
Look at this. Start again.
Where Jay is and where he might hide.
I'm missing something.
Dude, I'm so lost. Okay, let's go over from the top. Nothing. Find out who Jay is and where he might hide. Cyber criminals hack the cloud.
This is something.
Think so? This is Jay Kosowski. And this is Jeff Kosowski. I guess those are the same person. Subhumans. Now we need a location.
Have a look at that. Here, this looks interesting.
I don't understand how I beat that, but okay.
Kozowski, researcher in the field of robotics. Augmentation of the right lower arm. Luddite. Breakpoint went under the radar. Connections to Berlin's anarchy scene. Doomsday. That's an anarchist's club. I could try there. Okay, Steve. Thanks.
Time for me
I'll
to go
call
back
you
and
about the
intro.
move scan search.
You want to go to Doomsday? Are you mad? There's a raid there every other week.
I want to know why I am apparently dead.
Oh, come on, Richard. That's just junkie talk. You're alive. Concentrate on Tracy and James. And on your
I
health.
don't even know who they
I
are.
don't know, Steve. I don't have a good feeling about it. Why does he think I'm dead? Maybe he knows something about James, too.
Ooh. I'm not the real one. Alright. So I'm going to the club. Alright, well that's going to be everything for LT Play State of Mind Part 3. Thank you for joining me. It was a pleasure having you. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like. It helps out a great deal. Make sure to click the subscribe button while you're down there, as well as the bell notification icon, so that way you can get updated whenever I come out with new videos. I've got new videos coming out every day. There's always some new stuff coming your way. That said, if you have a game you want to see me play, or see me review, do an impressions or a review of, make sure to leave the name in the comments so that I can check it out. Use your guys' comments as inspiration for my future videos. Thank you for joining me. LT out.